Like, for example, if the last coaching staff was recruiting someone in the top 10 in the nation, you probably don't have a relationship developed with him. If they're going to be signing in the fall, it's a little bit hard to get a relationship started, isn't it?
Yeah, yes and no. Every situation is different. Every kid's different. Every recruit is different. Every circumstance is different with that. But you know, we just got to work and make sure we're finding guys that fit what we're looking for and fit what the university's looking for.
What are the territories that you've primarily recruited in the past?
In the past, I've recruited, Ohio, dipped into Michigan a little bit, dipped into Canada a little bit, Florida, really all around that, which probably what we're going to do here, but obviously we've got our breadbasket where we're going to need to recruit the most. We got a lot of players in our backyard, and we can't let good players out of the state.
What's Nana shown you?
You know what, the biggest thing I've noticed with him is the fact he's got unbelievable motor, and he retains what you're trying to coach him and teach him, and he's very detailed, and that's very important. I think when you're trying to develop a big, you need guys that take pride in details, and he's done that. He's really receptive. He's a great kid, big time motor. Yeah, I don't know if there's one thing looking at him from a standpoint of tools that he has to be a good player that he's missing. It's just a matter of us continuing to work with him and polish him up a little bit, and then obviously he needs some game experience. He needs to get out there and figure it out a little bit.
Maybe get a little bigger and stronger?
Yeah, I think any guy could get bigger and stronger at the end of the day, and some guys need it more than others. We haven't been here long enough to have a great feel for where he is base-wise in the weight room with numbers and testing them and with how we like to do things, but it'll be interesting to see with some of that stuff, but obviously any guy can use to get bigger and stronger.
Do you have any strength coach?
We're in the process of working on that right now.
Do you speak French for Ibby's sake?
No, I don't speak French, but hopefully he'll be able to understand me somehow.
Have you talked to him? Have you been able to understand what he's asking and what he's saying?
Yeah, for sure. Ibby's working hard. He's a great kid. He's physical. He's strong. We got some things we need to work on him with, but he's really receptive to what we're doing.
Obviously, he's offensively challenged, but it seems like his defensive footwork sort of mirrors a soccer player in terms of him really knowing.
He's got good feet. Yeah, he's got good feet, good footwork. We got to work with him on his touch and work with him on his hands and understanding how to get angles to score in the post and do some of those things. And he can do his work early to where he doesn't have to make a post move because he is big and strong.
Yeah.
So we just got to keep working with him, and he'll get there. The thing about all these guys that we've worked with, they all have been really receptive to us so far. So we got to make sure we keep building on that, continue to try and make them better and better until we can reach the goals and dreams that we have.
Is it realistic to think that Ibby would see the floor much this year, be a good backup for?
Well, I think he's gonna have an opportunity, and like every guy we have in our locker room, I don't know if anyone's spot's solidified at this point. We haven't practiced one day with them.
Yeah.
From that perspective, as a team, we've had groups of 4. That's all we're allowed to do, but everyone's going to have to work for what they get, and I think he'll be one of those guys that'll have an opportunity to earn some minutes.
Who's in your bigs group?
Right now, we only had 2 guys here for a while, so I've been working out 5 or 6 guys, but we really haven't broke that down yet, per se. I'm sure Nan, I'm sure Ibby, I'm sure Griff, and then we're going to have to find some other guys so we can shift over there so we have more than 3 guys who can play up front.
Griff offensively seems more like a 3, but Isaac said that defensively you have to have him in the post because he's not fast enough to guard the wing at the Big Ten level. Do you see that?
Well, you know what? I don't know if haven't done a ton of defensive stuff with him, but I know from an offensive standpoint with the way we've played in the past, he fits what we like in our format because he's really skilled. He's a matchup problem. He can post it a little bit. He can shoot it a little bit. And the way we like the ball screen so much, if you have a guy that can pick and pop and stretch the floor, it's a great thing to have. So he's gonna. I've told him, the first couple weeks we've been here, that he's gonna love our system. And he's gonna love our style of play because it fits him really well.
Cool. All right.